Welcome, my brothers. As I'm sure you know exactly who I am. I'm D. This the Future Fathers FF podcast. And my bros, I would like you all to welcome.
Hi, I'm Taro.
This is my son. So yeah, give him a warm welcome. Yes, please do. Please do. I got the young man in there, or should I say the younger one in there today, just so we can sit here and I can sit with him and be like, oh, so today we're going to have a convo about parents helping their children and how you can help. And obviously he's here. I don't know whether he's going to ask any questions. I know he's going to answer a whole heap of questions, but that's just what it is. So bros, as I said, the young one's here with me today. The older one's inside. He's not feeling too great. Otherwise, he would have been in there as well. But he ain't. So, T, how you doing?
I'm alright.
Yeah? Not bad. Not bad. Good.
Just came back from parents' evening, so
Yep, at college.
yeah.
And that was good.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. See? Like that. I like that. You're out here doing your thing just to find out that he's doing the same thing that I used to do, music. And my brothers, I tell you what, it's not easy. He knows it's not easy. We all know it's not easy. Nay knows it's not easy. Nay does music as well, as all of you know already. So we're just trying to keep it moving. So T, how has college been? How have you been? How's your week been? What you been up to?
I've been alright.
Yeah?
Yeah. Just trying to keep going, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously, there's days that aren't your good days, but then obviously you get days that are like, you get your good days. Like today was one of my good days, but obviously in the morning, that wasn't really feeling all that. But then obviously went into college, was with my friends, and it was like, you know what? Yeah, with my friends, I can chill.
Good.
So yeah.
Good. That's what you should be able to do, especially when you're around your people. You should be able to say, right, I'm going to relax for a minute.
Yeah.
Not when you're at college, though. I'm joking.
No, we still
You
got
can.
work done.
Well, of course, you better do. Because that's all I want to hear, that you're doing your work at college. Yes, good. Okay. So, on to the matter at hand, my boy.
Yeah.
Helping your children. Me being dad. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel that I've helped you with certain things? All right, let's start with the basics, yeah? How
Yeah.
do you feel I've helped you with school and college?
Back in secondary, I would come to you for stuff that I needed help with. You'd sit me down for hours. Be like, yeah, what do you need help with? What do you need to do? And you try to explain it to me if I didn't know. And then at college now, where I'm doing like what you used to do, like music.
Yeah.
Before, like my first half year, because I joined halfway through my first year.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first year, I wasn't that confident in doing it. I would still be writing songs, but more time than not, it was mainly freestyles. But now that I'm in my second year, I feel more comfortable, and I'm writing more songs instead of just doing freestyles.
Okay.
But yeah, it's like, and then yesterday when I came in the house, and
Oh, yeah.
when I came in the house, you put on a beat. Like, you would tell me what to do, and you wouldn't even show me what to do. You just start doing something, and then like you tell me what to do, and then I would do it.
Yeah. As I said, manage the beat.
Yeah.
Manage it yourself and see what happens. Because that is ultimately the best way you're gonna learn, by doing it yourself. That's the best way you're gonna learn.
Yeah.
So all I'm here to do is literally say to you, right, do you know what? This is how it worked for me. It may not work the same way for you, but there's at least some kind of blueprint for you to follow.
Yeah.
And for me, that's a brilliant thing. I tell you what, you know already, my brothers out there, you don't know. Well, some of you do know. I didn't really have that much teaching. I didn't have that much guidance. I didn't know what to do when I became a dad. So for me, it was hard in the sense that I wasn't sure on a lot of things, as in how to do them, what I was supposed to do. All I knew was I know what I don't want to do.
Yeah.
So I suppose the next question I got for you is there anything through school and college that you feel you could have had more help with from me? And that's a question of my brothers, as I said, you don't know. He knows. I've asked him plenty times. Yeah. You don't know, but he knows. So just for the sake of while ago, yes.
Yeah.
But the fact still remains,
Yeah.
you was, I won't say you was told to do it, you was encouraged to do it.
Yeah.
Simply because it's part of your heritage. Like it's something you should know. And then on top of that, I got Jay to do, what was it, the first black female that worked for NASA. Most of you out there will know the film Hidden Figures. The same woman, the engineer, her. That's exactly who he picked. Now, bearing in mind, I told both of my sons to pick somebody. I didn't tell them who they should pick or what they should. I said, just pick somebody, find somebody, a black person in history that you would like to know a little bit more about. And those are the two females that they came up with.
Yeah.
Is all I had to do with it, my brothers, was literally encourage them into looking into their own history. That's it. I don't really have to do much else. Because if I'm encouraging them to look, it's a rabbit hole. Once you find one thing, you find something else, and then something else,
Yeah.
and then something else, and it's like, oh, there's all of this stuff that I could be reading up on, excuse me, or going through and sitting down and saying, oh, do you know what, this is something, and it actually is. As we all know, as parents, you want to teach your children the best way possible. You want to give them the most information that they have. You want them to be as successful as they can be. And the best way to do that, me and my brother said it plenty of times, is giving them the most opportunities in life. Giving them the tools to be able to say, right, you know, oh yeah, I know how to do that. Or if you don't know how to do it, at least you've been prepared for it. You got some idea of it. Now, things happen. Yeah. So unfortunately, things didn't go as they could have gone. But at the same time, I learned a lot from somebody that wasn't really there. For me, I'm here all the time, every single day. So there's lessons that I learn from just being around you and Jay. Just learning how to be a dad and say, okay, well, I don't say this then. I do this then. All right, so Jay's inside now. As I said, he's not feeling, I'm not getting involved. No, I'm involved. Of course I'm involved. But when your children are out there and they're doing stuff and you're not around, you can't control what they're doing. Half the time, you don't even know what they're doing. So giving them, as I said, giving them the tools to see how they should be moving out on the road it's a good thing. I think it is a good thing anyway. Apart from that, I don't know, bro. Like, what else is there? What else is there? Actually, I do know. We've done gym.
Yeah.
PC's doing a madness. Yeah, we've done gym. We've done all kinds of different things together, and that is purely because I want the two of you to be able to say, oh yeah, do you know what? My dad helped me. It's not even just to say, oh yeah, my dad helped me with something. It's not that at all. I want to be able to, I want my children to be able to say, I can call my dad. I can sit down and talk to my dad. I can have a conversation. I can not tell him anything, yeah. Certain things you ain't supposed to tell your parents. Yeah. Let's get that out of the way. Yeah. Certain things you're not supposed to tell your parents. But on the other hand, you're in a position to say, no, you know, I can actually tell my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really that much of a thing. I can sit down and I can say this to my dad. It might be, I'm not sure how he's gonna react or whatever, but it's not a case of, oh yeah, I can't tell my dad this. I can't sit down and talk to my dad about this. No, bro, you're free to come and sit down and talk to dad about whatever you need to within reason. Yeah. If I'm able to help, of course I will. If I can't, I'll tell you. My brothers, I've told them on plenty occasions, look, you know what? There's certain times that I won't be able to help you.
Yeah.
There's certain things that I can't help you with. You have to go through it yourself. I can give you as much advice as possible, but there's certain things I just can't do them for you. There's no way possible for me to. It's not my life. It's not my existence. I can say to you, oh, T, if you do blah blah blah, then this could be a consequence. That is
Yeah.
entirely up to you whether you take it and run with it and how you deal with it. Well, do you know what? From I've given you the information, what you do with it is entirely up to you. I can't make you do certain things. I can give you advice and tell you, no. Do you know what? You shouldn't do that. But ultimately, brother, as oh yeah, he didn't let you know. He's 17. So right now, yeah, my brothers, I got two big boys in my house. Like, they're not little children no more. I can tell them, no, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. But ultimately, I don't even really think it's necessary for me to be going out of my way and be like, no, you two supposed to be doing blah, blah, blah. No, you're big enough. And as big as my mum would say, do you know, you're big enough and ugly enough to look after yourself. Not that my youths are ugly, first of all. My youths are pretty children. Yeah, let's get that straight. But I just mean, do you know what? They're big enough to look after themselves within reason, because there's certain things that they just won't know how to handle. And as a parent, that's my job to stand in and say, all right, do you know what, boys? This is how you might have to deal with this. I don't know if it's going to work, but you can only try. And at least if you're trying, you're doing more than nothing.
Yeah.
Most people just want to sit down.
From a parent is too small, because
Okay.
it can always, it might not affect you when you first learn it, but later on in life, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not an instance of where you would tell me to do this and I would do it.
Yeah.
It would be one of those ones where you told me to do it, but wait to do it. Need help. Come and ask.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's been times where I've been trying to do stuff by myself for so long, and it's just not working.
Yeah.
And then I would come to you one day, and it'd just be like, maybe do this, because it was never, always do that.
No.
It was always, maybe try this or maybe do that.
Yeah, man, give you a choice, isn't it?
Yeah, and it would always be like, I'd always think about it, because it was never like. The one thing I thank you for is never giving orders, because I know there's some families out there that will be like, no, you have to do this, you have to do that, as in like giving orders. You always be like, no, if you don't, I never answered it.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So
yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can try to answer it today.
Okay.
On here. So
cool. All right.
The answer that I would have given back then would have been, because you used to do it.
Okay.
The answer that I'm gonna give now is not because you used to do it. That is partly the reason why I wanted to do music.
Okay. Yeah.
But the main reason I want to do music is because where like sounds are all around us, like we can make music from anything.
Yep.
And as you've told me before, music is a part of culture, part of life.
Yep.
It's emotions, it's this, that, and the other.
That's right.
But where a lot of people listen to music every day, or like, it doesn't even have to be every day, but where a lot of people listen to music, there's a lot of relatable stuff that people need to hear that they haven't heard. And I know that if I manage to find the topic, research about it, I know well enough, if not, well enough, if I haven't gone through it myself, that I can be like, okay, cool. Let me take a step back, look through someone else's shoes and be like, okay, so this is what it's like.
I understand what you mean. Okay.
So, yeah, like my whole...
100%. obviously when he started doing music, I wasn't too sure about it because I hadn't seen him show any interest in making music like that. But since he's started doing music, the progression is there. And you know, when you see somebody interested in something, you're supposed to kind of just let them do it. Like whether it's in them to do it or not, or whether you see it's in them. And my brothers, as a parent, sometimes it's hard for you to say yes to your child doing something, especially if you've done it before and you know it's not an easy thing to do. Music is not an easy thing. Everyone in London nowadays is looking to make the same kind of music, and my brothers, they all sound the same. If you're asking me, yeah,
Yeah.
these youths all sound the same. There's nothing distinguishing them between each other. Every man sounds the same. Every man's putting out the same kind of music. They're all performing the same things. When they're up on, it's the same kind of act. No one's an individual.
Yeah.
So if that's your answer and that's what you're doing music for, my brother,
Yeah.
keep going. My boy,
That-
do your thing.
Yeah, because as you said, London music scene is just the same. It's all
Yeah, of
drill,
course it is.
but the stuff that I do, it mixes R&B,
Okay.
so it's more of a dialed down version of it, telling a story.
That rap.
Yeah,
Spitting bars proper. All right, cool.
yeah, because there's one song that I have finished, but I haven't recorded it yet.
Okay.
So, for all the people that don't know, my stage name is TJ.
Yep.
And there's a song that I made, and it's called TJ versus Fear.
Okay.
Because, like, a lot of people have a theoretical, if not metaphorical, fight with fear.
Yeah. A lot of people.
Yeah.
Every day.
So, what I decided to do with that was make a story going back and forth between me and fear.
All right. Yeah, I like that. The concept of that, I like. I really do, because that is something that, see, even that now, in particular, fear is something that holds people in place in certain situations. Fear is also something that can be used to make you stronger. Fear is also something that can be utilized to give you focus.
Yeah.
But most people, I don't know, I can't say most people. I'm speaking from my own perspective.